What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And IGN recently, like right now, just released an article saying WWE 2K18 hands-on 6 changes that create a more realistic match. And although I'm not really all for the realism, I'd rather have an arcade game. If they're gonna give us realism, at least make it great realism. And now I'm gonna go through the features that this IGN article guy, writer, creator, whatever, the guy who played the game and had the hands-on experience, I'm gonna go over it and tell you guys what he says is new in the game. And basically, I'm going to also give you my opinion about it. Anyways, let's get straight on the video. Alright, so the first thing he says, elimination elbow room. So let me just read the paragraph and give you guys my thoughts on it. So for 2K18, I got to experience a new overhaul within the context of the Elimination Chamber match, in which the AI kicked in to create space within the ring, alleviating the usual chaos so that pinfalls could be attempted and signature moves could land. As we battled for dominance using the likes of Seth Rollins, Coverboy, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, John Cena, Baron Corbin, and Randy Orton, whose tattoos look in real life got a touch up, battles raged both inside and outside the ring, giving us so much more needed elbow room so we weren't stepping over one another. So I'm assuming like the AI just got smarter and everything just flows better. Like there were some glitches whenever you played Elimination Chambers in 2K17. Everything was clustered up. Now the AI is going to be smarter. I'm assuming this is what I'm getting out of this. The AI is going to be much smarter. They're going to go outside of the ring if there's too many people in the ring. If too many people are in one like area outside of the ring, they're obviously going to separate. Overall, this is a better feature, and thank God they added it because I hated when it was so clogged up. So that's a positive. Thank you, 2K, for fixing this. Alright, the next feature, anything can happen in WWE. Another new feature added meant to enhance both gameplay and story is the notion of the quick pin. The idea that one player can land a schoolboy roll-up or a crucifix style leverage pin, ending a bout quickly, just like the matches on TV sometimes. To aid this, there are now 12 different new match interference scenarios, from run-ins to walk-ins to just entrance music blaring, that will create a targeted distraction and open up a quick pin window. After the bell, the loser, still with full energy, will then have the option of beating down whoever it was that just scored the fluke win. Alright guys, so this is literally what happened with Baron Corbin last Tuesday on SmackDown when he cashed in the Money in the Bank. When Baron Corbin cashed in the Money in the Bank, Jinder Mahal came out of nowhere and got the quick pin, and they're adding this new feature that I assume will only be working with the AI because like anybody who's playing the game really isn't going to miss the pin like that. But this is a really cool feature. I honestly think this is genius. This will definitely make the matches different. Will definitely like spice things up a bit. And we do see this a lot of times in real life, and it took a while for it to finally be introduced in a WWE game. The third new feature, selling point. The art of selling a move, from basic takedowns to devastating drops, was always a part of 2K18's touch-ups. With over 80 new animations added, new sells to really bring out the specific personalities and movements of the superstars. Coupled with this is a new match directive that dictates, based on time and various energy levels, the intensity of the sell. As the bout goes on and fatigue sets in, these sells become shorter and less intense. Think of how superstars sell. Say a hip toss in the first few minutes compared to a hip toss 20 minutes in. These smaller, shorter sells also allow for moves to be nailed more easily in a faster succession. Alright, so basically they're just saying they have a lot of new sells, like 80, that's a bunch, guys. Oh my god. To top that, they also have new features where if you're like in the beginning of the match, you're going to obviously sell more because you have more energy, but towards the end of the match, you're going to sell less because you're so tired. You're just going to like, say you get like choke slammed, you're not going to be jumping around and everything. You're just going to be on the ground laying down. I don't know, it kind of feels like we're getting a perspective from like the wrestler's point of view, which I kind of like. Next up, we have the fourth new feature, 2. Players will also find that kicking out has gotten a little trickier. One thing that avid franchise fans noted coming out of 2017 was that it was too easy to predict when to click X or A to prevent a pinfall. Now the kickout window placement is not only harder to predict, but the speed of the rotation quickens depending on the strength of the executed move. It's these kinds of little changes and updates, whether done at the behest of a casual fan or hardcore ones, that all work together to create a more rounded wrestling experience. Honestly, this is pretty self-explanatory. I don't really have to say anything. They're just going to make the kicking out system a lot harder, which I did find like 2K17 to be pretty hard, but I guess I'm not good or something, guys. Hopefully they say something about the online kicking out system being a lot better, because I hate that it's glitched and you always have to do it a little bit before, because it's so different from like the normal experience compared to an online experience. That is the #1 pet peeve I have about online gaming for the WWE franchise, so I'm begging 2K to fix that. The second to last new feature, number 5, here is Carry All My Wayward Sons. I didn't get to experience any of the backstage brawling segments or scenarios, but this next addition to the game will most assuredly enhance out-of-ring rumbles and behind-the-scenes skirmishes. Depending on the size and strength of your superstar and your opponent, naturally, you can lift your foe and hold them up in 4 different positions: powerbomb, fireman's, etc. So I don't know the other 2 anyways, and carry them to an interactive landing spot like the ring steps, corner buckles, outside ring posts, etc. And Wemu, I don't know, guys. So for example, Kevin Owens' powerbomb on the ring apron and Seth Rollins' buckle bomb are now part of the new inventive offensive maneuvers for other superstars. This new grapple/carry system also lends more realism to big man/little man matches. So I'm assuming this is what I'm getting out of this, and I think if this is true, this is pretty lit. I don't know why they even took it out in the first place. In SmackDown vs. Raw 2008 and 7, you could carry someone and walk around with them. Like if you have them in the Batista bomb, or a power bomb should I say, you could walk towards the rope and throw them outside of the ring, or you could do it to like a steel step, or you could do it to the announcer's table. So if this is true, if this is what I'm pretty sure this is what they mean, this is going to be a lit feature, and finally it's coming back and I'm hyped for it. And the last thing, hit the lights. As expected, with a new installment of the WWE 2K franchise comes out, a bump in the graphics department, and while the new upgrades to source lighting along with skin/hair texturing and refinement doesn't mechanically help create a more gratifying match, it can still be a crucial element. The first gameplay I was shown during my visit to 2K featured Eric Young versus Bobby Roode, 2 NXT grapplers with vastly different enhanced entrances and looks, smoke-filled spookiness versus blind blah blah blah, and the results were awesome. Players will undoubtedly note the more pronounced enhanced lighting on the superstars that will work. Alright, so basically that's just lighting and all that. And that is it, guys. We have 6 new features. All of them seem to be very great. I'm excited for it. Hopefully they live up to my expectations, and if this is what they're giving us now, imagine what we're gonna see when we get gameplay. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. Also, make sure to subscribe because I will be updating you guys, and I will have my own WWE 2K18 career mode, and I'm really excited for that. Anyways, thanks again, and I'll see you all later.